Hi, if you're a life or annuity agent, on today's episode of Selling Life and Annuities, we're going to talk about why you should also be selling Medicare. So stay tuned. Hey everybody, Randy Pierson, Vice President of Life and Annuities at Hague Rd Marketing, and today I've got with me Brady Doppler, who has a great new title. Brady, you want to give it to the folks?
Associate Director of Medicare Supplements and Senior Life Insurance.
Isn't that a mouthful? Yes, and it's a big title for somebody who can help you in a big way grow your business. But as the title implies, we feel like it's really important that we help agents better understand the value, right? The intense and immense value of writing Medicare and life insurance. And so we wanted to talk a little bit more about that today. So Brady, in your role, can you give the folks a little bit of an idea of some of the things that you're doing with Hague Rd Marketing in this new role?
Yeah, so hello everybody. If you've watched our videos before, me and Randy, I don't know if we've ever talked about Medicare. But as we go and get farther, into the business and are helping agents with multiple things, becoming a Medicare agent kind of just falls in your lap, right? If you are a quote unquote life insurance agent and you're not doing Medicare, I think you're really missing the boat. So some of the things that I'm doing here at Hague Rd Marketing to help agents, maybe like yourself, who consider themselves a life insurance agent but want to get into the Medicare space, is I'm going to be kind of championing a whole list of new products that Hague Rd Marketing has released. And they tie in really well. If you are a life insurance agent, some of these Medicare offerings that are included with a new product or new carriers that we're releasing are going to be super easy sales. So, if you are a life guy or gal and you want to start offering Medicare, your business is going to become a few things. It's going to become stickier, better referrals, better compensation, and better persistency.
Absolutely. And one of the things that I would love to mention is that, I talk to a lot of life and annuity agents, and when I bring up the subject of Medicare, they all poo-poo it, or not all of them, many of them poo-poo it because that's complicated, it's cumbersome, or in some instances they even say, Medicare's beneath me and my practice because you only get paid a few $100s per sale. Well, listen, I would say, first and foremost, you can't ignore the fact that the way our society is structured and certainly the age and the demographic of the typical of the American public out there, you got this 10 to 12,000 Americans turning 65 every year. And the biggest issue on their mind, and I'm telling you, is not where to roll their 401k or the fact that they lost their life insurance coverage when they're retired or when they retired. It's, oh my gosh, somebody please help me on this Medicare question because I have no idea what's going on. And so you've got this huge pool, a pool who's seeking advice and consultation, and that opportunity alone will lead the typical advisor to a ton of other business, right? Not just final expense, but annuities, you name it, it'll lead to that. But back to the issue of complexity. It doesn't have to be that complex, especially if you just start with Medicare supplement. Right, Brady? It's about as easy as it gets in the Medicare world.
Yeah, very easy. And especially with some of these new carriers that I already mentioned, you're going to see a trend come out in the industry. And if you were to ask me, a few years ago, I believed that insurance industry was probably behind the times, maybe by 5 to 7 years as far as technology goes and simplicity of a sale. Now you're starting to see a new trend where everybody is jumping on this simplicity train. And the new carriers that we have for you guys, and please give me a call, we can walk through them all, really hang their hat on simplicity, right? Ease of application, ease of getting a policy, and the being quick with you receiving your compensation, right? So everybody's kind of jumping on that train, and it couldn't be easier. It really couldn't be easier.
Yeah, absolutely. We live in this now society, right? Yeah. So instead of waiting weeks to get a policy, waiting weeks or months to get paid, now we're talking days. And in some instances, believe it or not, maybe even hours. We've got carriers that in the med sup side as well as the final expense side, we can get you an instant approval, an instant decision.
So instead of days, you have to wait until your next browser page refreshes.
Exactly, to see that the case was issued
Right.
and that the policy is being generated and the commissions are going to be paid literally within, perhaps before the end of the week.
Certainly,
Right?
yes.
Before the end of the week. But listen, the other issue that I want to bring up too is this idea that, I don't want to do Medicare because there's not a lot of money in it. Well, listen, I'm here to tell you that when you factor in the renewal opportunity, which generally speaking you don't have in life insurance and certainly not annuities, the overall compensation to the producer over a period of time can be staggering, right? Staggering.
Very much so, yeah. So you sign up with somebody with a Medicare plan or MedSup Plan G. You make, say, $200 on that sale. Next year, you make the same $200 when they renew. So it's a little bit different than the life insurance arena that we think about. You sell a final expense years 2 through 10, you get 3%, right? Or any kind of trail commission like that. In the Medicare world, we're dealing with a whole new animal that definitely rewards you, the agent.
Yeah, absolutely. So listen, if you're an agent out there and hopefully Brady and I have piqued your interest, got you perhaps thinking about adding Medicare to your practice, please reach out to us, right? You can contact Brady or myself at Gordon Marketing. We would love to talk to you about diving into a space that's going to generate many more prospects for you and a brand new revenue stream, and that's always good.
And make your lives easier.
Absolutely. So before we sign off here, though, I do want to remind you to please make sure you click on subscribe at the bottom of this video, as well as the notification bell, so that when we come out with new and beneficial content, you'll be sure to see it. But for now, from Brady Doppler and myself, happy selling.